Hey everybody, welcome to my plan with me for the week of November 18th through the 24th. I'm using this fall movie night kit from Lynner Designs, and I am going to be skipping putting down the base just because right now I'm not feeling like filming the bases, but that will also mean I can get videos out sooner. So I really like this kit. I've gone on and on about it in a lot of other videos, so I'm not going to in this one. I've got this like freebie that I thought the colors would go along with it fairly well, and then I have this Carly Plans Q2 May Avery sampler, which again, thought the colors would match. And then I have this fall time foil bundle in, I want to say rose gold, but I could be wrong. I haven't used it in so long. And then I have light pink solids or light rose, depending on where you get them from. So I will get right into it. Okay, since I didn't film the base, I just wanted to kind of show it before I got into the day by day. I think I figured out this is rose gold. On camera, it's kind of hard to see over the light pink. It's a little bit more prominent in person, but I do like it. I feel like I have a really bad track record of hating my Thanksgiving foil choices, which I just realized this isn't Thanksgiving week, but regardless, I like it. So starting on the sidebar, I am just marking Happy Fall with that deco from Plan With Me stickers and the script from Carly Plans. And then I do have this cute little Hello Fall script, also from Carly Plans. So Monday morning, I went to the record store and did pick up the money that they offered me for my records that I sold. I went to the shoe store and ordered a new pair of tennis shoes or running shoes / sneakers. I did actually have a conversation with Carly about this. So I guess we came to the conclusion that tennis shoes is like a regional term because it has nothing to do with tennis, at least for me, but that's what I typically call them. So didn't even think about that. Let me know if like you don't call them that or if you've never heard that term, and like are you from somewhere that's not the Midwest, because I am curious. But I ordered some because I wanted to get another pair like the ones I have, and I had to get them before the end of the year because it's like a healthcare thing with my husband's job. So I got those, and then I did some other errands. I went to the bank, and then I did some planning, but it was like functional planning, like to-do list things for Black Friday stuff, because I was just kind of trying to prep. And at this point, I was in full-on panic mode because I thought that this week was Black Friday, but then Brian was like, no, you have a whole week. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I still worked on it, but I was able to kind of calm down a bit. So, all right. I just had like an argument, and then, I just kind of had like a meltdown. I don't know. My emotions have been really intense lately. So I decided to watch Scream because that always calms me down, which don't think too hard about that. I try not to. And then I did some foil plotting for like the rest of the evening. I finished Scream and started watching the new season of Ghosts this night, and like that was how long it took me to pick my December foil. But to be fair, I was picking stuff that I had already, and I wasn't buying anything because that's basically like my goal with foil this year. I don't want to buy anymore. I have so much, and this is going to be my last year doing a 5-wide memory planning, so I want to use my stash. That's not to say that I won't use foiled stickers in the future in like my other types of planning, but I just want to use stuff like overlays and, you know, some stuff that's not going to be useful in other styles of planning. So, oh my gosh. There's like link furs on everything. I will go over the stickers, but this one is from my shop, Corks and Corgs Co., which is on Etsy. And if you want to check me out on Instagram too, that's where I typically will post shop updates. I want to get to where I can make videos eventually with like new release information, but I'm just not there yet. So I think this is from Bunny Bear Plans, I'm pretty sure, and that is from Carly Plans, Lynner Designs, Carly Plans, Lynner, Plan With Me, stickers, Sweet Avis Paper, Carly Plans, and Lynner Designs. And I already said that's my shop. Tuesday, the first thing I marked is that it was my youngest niece Aurora's 10th birthday, which I can hardly believe that she's just so grown. I obviously missed a lot of time with them when I was in Kansas City because when I moved, I think she was like going on 3. So yeah, like I've seen her growing up when I've been home for the holidays and stuff, but this one hit me like, wow, she's 10. So that, yeah, I don't know what to say about that otherwise. Just wild. This day, I had a really bad stomach ache. I just felt like there was acid in my stomach all day. It was really not a good feeling. So I did do some filming this day. I filmed a kit lineup, and then I did planning. Then after doing all of that, went to Illinois with my husband. We just kind of like talked in the car because we were going to have dinner for Aurora's birthday. She wanted to go to a Chinese restaurant in my hometown. So that is where we went. We had an entire banquet room because my sister's extended family is like huge. And then she also has some like people that are not like blood relatives, but are family to her too. So yeah, it was like 35 people or something like that. I don't know. I didn't expect there to be that many people, but I did expect more than Brian. He was like, you didn't warn me. And it's like, I'm sorry. It was a lot. I had my earplugs in, which helped me a ton, thank goodness. But yeah, it was still just really overwhelming. So when I got home, I was really burnt out just from being around so many people. And so I tried to work and then just realized I needed to call it because I could not focus. So did some relaxing, and then I started this show called High Potential, which I really liked that show. There's only 1 season out, but it was definitely a fun time. So I didn't finish it this day, but I think I only had like 2 sittings that I finished a show in. This is very good and interesting. And yeah, that was my day. So for stickers this day, those are from Mick Plans, which is unfortunately closed, but I love those stickers. That is from the Coffee Monsters Co., Lynner Designs, Plan With Me stickers, the Coffee Monsters Co., Carly Plans, as well as that. Lynner Designs, Once More With Love, Lynner, Carly, Lynner, and Carly. I feel like I'm so repetitive. Wednesday, I woke up really early with a very high level of anxiety. So I took some medicine and then was able to fall back to sleep, thankfully. Then when I woke up, I just had my morning chai and did some work. I was printing and cutting freebies this day. So I am guessing that was like sale freebies, or swap freebies. I'm not 100% sure which, but I feel like it was probably sale freebies because I think my swap freebies should have been out all by then. And then this day I did film a base. I'm not sure if it was one that actually went live because there was definitely a base that I filmed that I ended up just deleting because I didn't decide to do a plan with me for that week just for the sake of catching up. After that, I got some happy mail. This day I was listening to the book Just for the Summer, which I really enjoyed it. I think I finished it. Yeah, I finished it this evening. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely a fun read, and I used to be like a seasonal reader. Like I would only want to read a summer book in summer, but now I'm just kind of like, if it's good, it's good. So I guess I didn't actually mark that. But the next thing I marked was that I went to Target. My husband was getting his COVID and flu shots. So I went there with him to kind of like show him where the pharmacy was and everything, because he doesn't go all the time like I do. Then I got back home and I had a panic attack because my sister's had a couple car accidents this year, which just very quick. Obviously, car accidents are very stressful, but my sister's first husband died in a car crash, so like it's just extra traumatic for her and for her family. So with that being said, this day my mom got in a car accident and like she's fine. Everything was like, her car was obviously not fine. She hit a deer, but I was just emotionally not okay about it because yeah, those are just hard experiences. So after that, I watched some more High Potential, which I didn't mark. And then I was texting Sarah about our concert plans because we were going to leave on Friday and we were just trying to like nail down a place to stay and stuff. We really had put it off because we just had stuff going on. But we kind of planned it out this night. Then I put up Etsy listings for Black Friday stuff. I just like drafted them. I just didn't have like an Etsy sticker. Well, that's not true. I just can't find them. I know I have them, but I can't find them. So I used a design sticker for it instead. And I did some planning. And then I finished the book this evening, like I said, and I did start the second book in the series of Mari and the Night Brothers. I can't remember the name of the second one, but if you like Harry Potter or like magic, like YA magic, just in general, I highly, highly recommend that series. I love both of the books that I've read. There is a third one out. I think I have it like as a loan in my Libby library to listen to soon. I'm really excited about it. So this day, that is from my shop, Lynner Designs. Carly Plans, my shop, Lynner. Carly Plans, Lynner. Bunny Bear Plans, Carly. Joy of Planning, Carly. Bunny Bear Plans, Carly, Lynner, and Joy of Planning and Carly. Thursday didn't really do a ton, but it was a good day. So it was nice and relaxing. I had trouble waking up, but I think I woke up at 10:30, but I'm not 100% sure if I got out of bed immediately. So I was just struggling with that. And then I did take a shower and have a jam sesh while I was in the shower. I typically do listen to music while I'm in the shower, unless I'm like really trying to just like rush and get a shower and not get distracted by music. Then I did some planning. I was listening to an audiobook while I was doing this, which I frequently do, as I have mentioned before. This is the first day I filmed a plan with me in like weeks, and I feel like it really shows. But yeah, I mean, I did just film another plan with me right before this, but I'm still struggling to get stickers down. So So I was listening to, like I said, Amari and the Night Brothers 2. I really should look up the title. So it's called Amari and the Great Game, and the series is the Supernatural Investigations series. But it's funny because Google says Artemis Fowl meets Men in Black. I don't know if I would exactly say that's accurate, because that makes me think of like aliens, and there's not aliens in the book, but yeah, it's very good. So I did watch some Brooklyn Nine-Nine this evening while I had dinner with my husband, and it was gumbo, and it was so delicious. We had put off like making it for a while because it was such a long meal, just because it had to cook for a while once you got it going. And I think there was also a lot of chopping involved, but it was so tasty. And then after dinner, we did play more of Ogu in the Secret Forest, but I'm just gonna call it Ogu because it's a long name. That was a good time. And then I did pack this evening because I had to leave the next morning to like go do some stuff, and I just wanted to get it out of the way. I also think at this point I thought I was leaving sooner than I did, but Sarah had some meetings and stuff come up to where like we couldn't leave as soon, so I just was prepared early, which was not a bad thing because it takes me a while to pick out outfits usually. Like I said, just a fun, chill day. And it was definitely needed because I was going to Nashville the next day, so my day was a lot busier. So for stickers, that is from Plan With Me Stickers, Lynner Designs, as well as that. Carly Plans, and I printed that. Bunny Bear Plans, Carly Plans, Lynner Designs, my shop, and Plan of Hannah. Friday morning, the first thing I marked is that I did go to the dispensary because I was running out of things and I just wanted to get it done before I left town. Then I did fall down at home, so that was stressful. It wasn't like the worst fall, but I was just nervous because I did have to travel and I did have to drive all the way to Nashville, which it's like a 4-hour drive from my house, I think, something like that. Thankfully, I felt okay enough because then Sarah got here and I did drive us to Nashville. Then we got there and checked into our hotel. We were starving because I had a protein shake for breakfast and she had like a breakfast sandwich from, I don't know if it was McDonald's or Panera or something, but basically we hadn't eaten much all day because we didn't stop for food on the way. So we decided to go to Walmart to go shop, but we didn't get a cart and we were starving. So that was probably not the best decision on our part, but it's fine. We got snacks to eat after the show, and then like some stuff that we kind of dug into immediately too, because we knew we were going to go eat dinner, but neither of us were going to make it. Like I was feeling dizzy because I was so hungry. So Sarah was like, what was that place we went to in January that had like fun drink names and stuff? And I knew what she was talking about, but couldn't remember the name of the place. And so she was trying to figure out. And I was like, well, actually, just like wait until we get back to the hotel because I can just check my notes. Because I remembered we went there in January and it was the same day we went to Centennial Park. So I knew I had like my iPhone notes. I could just search and find it, which I did. So shout out to me doing things digitally for my planner notes versus how I used to write them down. So the place is called Love in Exile, and it's just such a cute little place. And they also have a gluten-free crust and vegan cheese. So I got a pizza and it was so delicious. I got one last time I went there too. But it was really cool to go back, and yeah, I just love it. would definitely recommend it just in general, but if you have dietary needs like I do, it's a nice spot because they're pretty accommodating. So then we did go to our show, which the concert we were seeing was 4 Year Strong, but they had 3 openers. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a long one. I was a little nervous because I had woken up kind of early this day. But the first opener was Death Plans. The second was One Step Closer. The third was Free Throw. And then 4 Year Strong came on. So it was quite a night. All the bands were really good. I enjoyed them. I had not heard any of them before. Like, I didn't listen to any of their music ahead of time. Except for 4 Year Strong, of course. I know them. But unfortunately, I was having a lot of ear pain, and I had my loop earplugs in on their max noise canceling, which is not even concert mode. It was just it's supposed to basically make things silent, which of course at a concert it won't, but yeah, my ears were in extreme physical pain, even with the earplugs. So unfortunately, I did have to step out before the last couple of songs of the show because the ear pain was kind of making me spiral, and then I ended up having a panic attack. So I had to just go sit. But the venue was pretty small, and it's in the back of an old bowling alley. Well, I say old, but it's still a bowling alley. There's still a bowling alley out in the main area, when you first walk in. So I just kind of sat there until Sarah and my friend Ezra came out when the show was over. So that was kind of sad because I didn't want to miss the end of the show, but I was in such excruciating pain. I could not stay in that room any longer, unfortunately. So after that, we got back to the hotel and found out that, of course, of all the nights, the night that we were doing something and not watching Eras Tour was the night that Taylor decided to mash up Cassandra and Mad Woman, but also with I Did Something Bad. So that was an epic mashup. We watched it when we got back to the hotel, and I was just awestruck. So that was really, really cool to be able to watch. And I mean, to be honest, we got to watch high quality recordings of it versus the live stream being grainy. So, I mean, it was fine that we waited, but just ironic timing. So Saturday, I did take a shower that morning because I just felt disgusting from the concert and I wanted to be clean before we left. And then we went to a place in East Nashville called Eastwood Deli Co. And that place is really cute. It's got really good food. I was able to get a sandwich because they have gluten-free and even vegan options. So that was a really good one for me. I kind of search out those types of places when I travel because my dietary needs are kind of difficult. So if they have vegan options and gluten-free, I'm like, okay, yes, let's go. After that, we did go to Grimey's, which, if you don't know, is a record store and venue in Nashville, or I guess it's also in East Nashville. It's just one that we'd heard of, but we hadn't made it out this year yet. So that was really fun to go and see it. I liked it, but we just didn't find a ton of stuff that we wanted to get there. So Sarah was like, I really just want to do more shopping. So we went to another record store called The Groove, which we did go there in, I think it was January. But we liked it a lot, so we did come back, and she was able to get more stuff. She also got a mystery pack where I think it was $30, and you got 5 not used but brand new records. None of them were artists that we had heard of, but I mean that's kind of the fun of those is you can discover new artists. So that was a fun time. She opened them in the car so we could look at them. And then I did take us to Kroger because we had to like go to the bathroom and we wanted to get Starbucks. So we did that. Then I drove us home. And when I got home, Sarah just pretty much went like right back home. But I did unpack and talk to Brian about like how the trip went. And then I watched the Eras tour, like live stream this night. And then I did some planning. So I'm going to talk about the Eras tour a little bit. So if you're not a fan, sorry. So this evening I just sobbed. So she did a mashup of the songs You're Losing Me and How Does It End, which are two very emotional songs, and they are not like they're about like the end of a relationship and more, you know, breakup type of stuff if you take them more literally. But the way that it felt was that it's like her saying goodbye because the tour is coming to an end. And so that was just really emotional because it's been a long tour. It's been such a big part of the joy that I needed in the last few years of just going through a lot of hard stuff, like grieving a really close friend and just a lot going on. So I'm going to try not to cry while I'm talking about it. But she also mashed up Sparks Fly and Message in a Bottle, which that was really emotional for me, but it wasn't like a sob emotional. It was just like, oh, this is really special because I went to see her on Nashville Night 1 in 2023, I guess that would have been. And that was when she announced Speak Now Taylor's version, and she sang Sparks Fly. So that song will forever have a special place in my heart. And then Message in a Bottle is a song from Red, which Red was the album that made me become a Swiftie. So the album itself also has a special place in my heart. So just those two together, I was really like, oh, this is for me. So on Sunday morning, I woke up feeling awful. I had been having ear pain, which I guess I didn't really talk about it, like, other than at the concert that I had ear pain, but I'd been having ear pain a bit for almost 2 weeks, but a lot of times I'll get fluid in my ears and it won't be a full-on infection, and until it's been a couple weeks they don't consider it one, so they just like basically tell me to use a nose spray and send me on my way. So I hadn't gotten to the doctor. But this morning I woke up and I was like, I am either very sick or this is a full-blown sinus infection now. So I felt just terrible, but it was Sunday, so I was like, let me wait to go to the doctor until Monday when it's normal business hours. Then I did some planning. I watched the Chiefs-Panthers game, and then I watched some Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Brian again while we had dinner. We played more Ogu, and then I played Dreamlight Valley. I got the new DLC this day. I was like, I'm gonna wait. I don't need it. I still have content in the game that I'm working on, but Christine plays it too. And she told me that, like, she wanted to live in the world of the new DLC. So, like, that it was so fun. And I was like, well, crap. So I got it and started playing it. And I completely agree. I love it so much. It is so fun. So I was really tired this evening. I just went to bed early. And then I finished a book while I was in bed. So for stickers, that is from, I think, Planner Pixie Co. Carly Plans, I'm not sure because this is like matte paper, so I don't know where that came from. Carly Plans, the Coffee Monsters Co. Lynner, Carly Plans, my shop. I do have all Eras microphones, Carly Plans, Fox and Cactus Carly, Bunny Bear Plans, my shop, Carly Plans. And then Lynner Designs, the Coffee Monsters Co. and Joy of Planning. So I am going to pause, write everything in, and then I will show the finished spread. Okay, so this is my spread in full. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.